10 tons of unforgiving steel, 2 miles of chain link fence, and 1 shot at a WrestleMania championship match. The Elimination Chamber is upon us. This is the Spandex StandUps.
I mean, it is so unforgiving. They really pushed that so much when it first came out. They're like, the unforgiving structure.
Yeah. I mean, Eric Bischoff kicked it off.
Yeah. They did a great job of putting those video packages back together. I thought someone was going to die in that, and they almost did.
Survivor Series 2002 was when the Elimination Chamber debuted. Eric Bischoff's creation. He even came out and explained what was going on. He banged the microphone against the steel so that you could hear it. And it was, I don't know that if people realized at the time how incredible this match would become in the lore of WWE.
One of our first wrestling history lessons was the very first Elimination Chamber, so definitely go check it out on this playlist. We did a deep dive into that November 17th, 2002 day where Shawn Michaels defeated Triple H, Booker T, Chris Jericho, Kane, and RVD to become Big Goldie. You don't really equate HBK with Big Goldie, but that's when he won it inside that Elimination Chamber.
One of those incredible moments that, when he wins, to see the crowd lose their mind the way that they do is everything you love about pro wrestling.
For sure, man. So it is the unforgiving steel structure where 6 superstars enter, 2 start, 4 are in the pods. Every 5 minutes, someone gets to join. They've had men's matches, women's matches, tag matches, women's tag matches. ECW even did one with weapons and December to Dismember.
How was that one?
Name. What a great name.
Was that a good one?
It was the 5th one ever. It was Bobby Lashley defeated Big Show, who came in as the champion. So Bobby Lashley left as ECW champion. Punk was in it. Hardcore Holly, RVD, and Test. So I want to go back and watch that. I've been meaning to go back and watch WWEized ECW for a while now to see if it was as bad as I remember it. But you got to think Elimination Chamber and weapons. Sounds fun to me.
Yeah, but with the wrong people and no hype.
Very true. Very true, man. Now it's used as a mania chance. A lot of the first iterations were for a title. Someone had to go into that structure as a champion and try to leave as a champion. Not many were successful. 36 chamber matches.
Wow.
And every single one of them has either been for a title or a future title shot.
Oh, that's great.
So they at least keep with that tradition.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being like, we're just going to do an elimination chamber because. Because.
You earn nothing by being in this match.
Like you said earlier, created by Bischoff and Triple H. It's been described as Hell in a Cell with pods and more bodies. The first 4 chambers were Raw specific. So it was a Raw specific one. Then it got real complicated. When ECW came back in 2006, 2008, it was exclusive to the No Way Out pay-per-view. We had 2 chambers between 3 brands there for a couple years. It
got messy.
It got real messy real fast.
They ruined it. They ruined it for many, many years.
Yeah. In 2010, we got the PLE Elimination Chamber. It was finally a standalone thing. It got caught up in the brand nonsense again from 2015 to 2018. So it's been all over the place. It's been a great match to watch, and it's been an absolutely atrocious
2017, it was fantastic. I want to say 2017 is when Bray Wyatt won.
Yeah, you are correct, sir.
And that was when I started watching again, and that was sick.
Yeah, let's go through some of these, man, because some of these names will catch you off guard. Like I said, please go check out our in-depth one, the very first one on this channel. I'll put a link right here.
The first 3, unbelievable lineups. I mean,
also the most unforgiving structure. Didn't Triple H almost die in that first one?
Probably.
RVD came down on his larynx.
Oh, yeah.
he had to finish that match. So they did the first one, Survivor Series 02. They did the second one, SummerSlam of 03.
Less than a year later. That's crazy.
Triple H decided to re-up. Shawn Michaels decided to re-up.
Jericho
re-upped. They added Goldberg, Kevin Nash, and Randy Orton to the fray.
Love it.
Which, so funny to think Kevin Nash had another run in WWE. You know, sans the debacle that was NWO and WWE.
This was the first Elimination Chamber that I actually ever watched. And man, when Goldberg spears Jericho through the glass.
It's one of those things that you're like, we've never seen that before.
It was such a unique, it made me fall in love with wrestling. I mean, that was one of those matches I downloaded on LimeWire, I remember. And I would just be like, this is amazing.
I enjoyed this because they truly let these 6 guys just run rampant on Raw and SmackDown, or on Raw, leading up to this. Mm-hmm. Like one guy would be in the ring getting attacked by another guy, and then out would come another guy, and then Kevin Nash got his hair cut by Jericho out of nowhere. Like, speaking out of nowhere, you catch RKO out of nowhere. So I remember going back and watching this, and just the video package that they had beforehand, just showing how just so many sneak attacks that all these dudes just did on, like, against each other on the build up to this. So I just imagine the build up to the SummerSlam had you really just like, I don't know who's going to win.
Yep.
The third one, they didn't have one the entire 2004.
Which is crazy because that was the first year I started watching.
So, like, they gave you that match in 2003, and then they're like, no, you can't have it again. Get it at New Year's Revolution.
Puerto Rico.
In 2005. It was for the vacant World Heavyweight Championship. They're like, we don't have a champ. Let's just put Triple H, Batista, Jericho, Benoit, Edge, and Randy Orton.
Again, another iconic lineup of folks.
How'd this one go down?
Oh, it's epic. Triple H wins again.
Triple H is the king of kings of the Elimination Chamber.
Benoit, killer spot where he headbutts off of the top of
the top.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You know, Batista dominates. It was just an overall, and the crowd was sick. It was in Puerto Rico. So, you know, the crowd really brought the heat. I mean, that was my first experience really with like watching wrestling with an international crowd when I was younger.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
So I was like, this is crazy. The crowd really loves it.
You mean that American crowd?
Yeah, you know. But yeah, no, I mean, the American crowds were actually amazing back then.
Yes. And the product was just...
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, it's so funny to me, the roster, dude. Like, we didn't always agree with the decisions, but we took for granted that we got to see these guys in the same ring at the same time. Mm-hmm. You know, like, I absolutely loathed WCW closing. But let's be honest, it was garbage at the end. So the fact that you're getting... Like, that second Elimination Chamber is just a who's who of WWE and WCW mashed together. You mean to tell me I get Kevin Nash, Goldberg, Jericho against Triple H, Orton, and Michaels?
I'm telling you, dude, those first 3 are just bonkers, and then it just goes downhill.
Here's the fourth one's not bad. It's got
yes, it is.
But like you said, all it takes is 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
Because in the next year, New Year's Revolution, we get John Cena going in as champion, WWE champ. This is the first time it's for the WWE championship. Still Raw brand, though. They'd switched the titles. John Cena goes in as champ, and he leaves as champ against Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, Kane, Chris Masters, and Carlito. Where did those 2 guys come from? You had me going there. Like Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, Kane, what, Cena? Then the bad apple.
Bad apple.
And I'm not even mad at Carlito. What is Chris Masters doing in this,
exactly.
Because Carlito had some heat on him in the 2000s.
Yeah, exactly. He was IC champ, I think.
And then we get we get 2 in 2006 because December to Dismember was in December of that year, Bobby Lashley winning, like we talked about. And then the next one, didn't have one for 2007. They're like, we gave you 2 last year. You're not getting another one. Okay. So in February of 2008, this is when we start seeing, this is the matchup after Royal Rumble. This is on the way. They're like, we should put this crazy structure on the road to WrestleMania.
Let's injure the shit out of people.
So this is the 6th and 7th iteration, February 17th, 2008, at No Way Out pay-per-view. We had one for a chance at Big Goldie at Mania, which was SmackDown, and they let one ECW member, Big Daddy V, was in the chamber. Can you imagine that? And then on Raw, you got a shot at the WWE Championship at Mania. So this is the first time we see a future opportunity. So Cena didn't want to wait until Mania, so he cashed in his Royal Rumble at No Way Out. So at this same chamber, at this same event where these chambers are going on, Cena is already getting his Royal Rumble opportunity. Mm-hmm. He didn't wait till Mania. So that's why we are getting 2 Elimination Chamber spots. So The Undertaker won his match in the chamber, and he went on to beat Edge for Big Goldie at Mania. That actually headlined that Mania that year. And then Triple H won the other one, and he ended up getting beat by Randy Orton. So one chamber opportunity cashed in, one chamber opportunity squandered. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, you got Batista, Finlay, the great Khali, MVP in the SmackDown one. You got JBL. I mean, the Raw one sounds pretty good, though. Mm-hmm. The Raw one had Jericho, JBL, Jeff Hardy, Shawn Michaels, Umaga, and Triple H. That sounds pretty dope. Mm-hmm. But that's that SmackDown one sounds pretty dog shit.
Yeah.
So we get the same concept the next year, except for instead of an opportunity, they were just straight up for the belts. You had one chamber for the WWE Championship on SmackDown, and you had one chamber for the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw. Cena went in as the champion on Raw. Edge walked out as champion. So Edge beat Cena, Jericho, Kane, Mike Knox, and Rey Mysterio.
I don't even know who the hell Mike Knox is.
He's got the black goatee. They put him with like Kelly on ECW where she would strip and he'd get mad. It was terrible, dude.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah. WWE Championship, Edge walked in as champion. Wait, what? So Edge lost to Triple H in the first chamber with Big Show, Hardy, Undertaker, and Kozlov, and then walked into the Raw chamber and won the belt. That's some 2009 WWE stuff right there, dude. So yeah, they kept with the brand split for forever, man. Like we had dude, Jack Swagger won it in 2013. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, those are the ones I just can't even stomach to go back and watch.
The tag one was fun. I did go back and watch the tag one in 2015. The New Day won the WWE Tag Championship against the Ascension, Los Matadors, who could go in the ring, though. Terrible gimmick, but they could go in the ring. Like, the Colognes can go in the ring. The Lucha Dragons, who were so fun to watch, Kalisto and Sin Cara. Primetime Players, millions of dollars. And Tyson Kidd and Cesaro.
Yeah, I bet that one was crazy.
Is
that
banger,
a good
dude.
one?
It's a great one. Go back and watch that one. Highly recommend
2015?
2015.
Is that the only Elimination Chamber that year?
No. Ryback won the vacant Intercontinental match that year, too. They put the tag titles and the Intercontinental title in the Elimination Chamber that year. Wow. So Ryback beat Dolph Ziggler, King Barrett, Mark Henry, R-Truth, and Sheamus for the IC title. That might be a low-key banger. I might have to go back because I watched the tag match. I didn't watch it's 15.
That's 2015.
Elimination Chamber 2015. Because Elimination Chamber started in 2010, where Cena won the WWE Championship and Jericho won the World Heavyweight Championship. So the inaugural Elimination Chamber in 2010, they actually packed it out. Mm-hmm. So they were like, nah, let's go ahead and put some people in here. This is a chamber. It's got to stand on its own. We need it to be a thing. They gave us 2 in 15. They didn't give us any in 16. 17, you said, was one of your favorites of all time. Bray Wyatt defeated champ John Cena, AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, Ambrose, and The Miz.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good one because, it's Bray Wyatt's only WWE title run.
It's terrible.
Yeah, but it was a great match. Oh, no, I guess it wasn't his only run, actually. No, he had later runs as The Fiend.
I enjoyed the women's tag match. We crowned the inaugural women's tag team champions in the Elimination Chamber in 2019 with the Boss and Hug connection, Bayley and Sasha Banks winning. But I mean, they beat Nia and Tamina, the Riot Squad, which was Liv and Sarah Morgan, Carmella and Naomi, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, and the Iconics. Like, great tag match right there. I would love to see that get run back at some point. And then Daniel Bryan won his for the WWE Championship in the Chamber. So I might go back and watch 2019 as well. AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Kofi Kingston, Samoa Joe, and Randy Orton.
That's 2019?
Yeah.
That's
I might watch Samoa Joe in the Chamber, dude.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a good one.
Yeah, I might have to watch it. And then, you know, the last couple of years they've been okay, you know?
I mean, last year was pay-per-view of the year.
Yes. Yeah.
And then the year before that, I think they were in Australia.
They were.
And that one was okay.
Drew McIntyre winning the shot, Becky winning the shot. The year before that was a little rough. They did the United States Championship and Austin Theory walked in, retained against Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, Gargano, Montez Ford, and Seth Rollins.
No, thank you.
So it's fun when they decided to do all that kind of stuff. I got some fun Elimination Chamber facts for you. 27 of the 36 chambers have taken place in its namesake PLE. So the Elimination Chamber, the majority of them. Randy Orton has the most appearances for the men at 9.
Wow.
9 chambers. He's been in a fourth of the chambers. That's insane. And Liv Morgan, for the ladies, she has been in 6, including that great tag match that we just talked about. Triple H and Cena are tied for the most wins at 4. Daniel Bryan and Edge have 3 apiece. I thought that was interesting. They let Daniel Bryan win a lot of these over the years. Bianca has the most wins for the ladies at 2. Shayna Baszler, the only winner to eliminate all of her opponents. You remember that short amount of time they were pushing Shayna to go up against Rousey? Mm-hmm. And then Rousey destroyed her, didn't it? Yeah, way to go. That great book in there. Braun Strowman also eliminated 5 people, but that was the Elimination Chamber in 2018 where there were 7 competitors. They let a triple threat start it because I think in a qualifying match, 2 people pinned the same person. Mm-hmm. So they're like, we got to figure this out. Roman Reigns won a championship opportunity over Braun Strowman, Elias, Finn Balor, John Cena, The Miz, and Seth Rollins. I think Seth and Finn pinned the same person on a qualifying match, if I recall. In 2015, Fastlane replaced it as the February PLE because they were going to quietly phase it out. They were having trouble because most arenas cannot support the structure, like hanging it over and then dropping it down. So for convenience sake, they were going to treat it. They're like, because it's when they had the run of Hell in a Cell as its own run.
That's why they're doing it at like the United Center, which is bigger. Mm-hmm. That's why they did it last year at that place that was bigger. And that makes sense. So they really have to do it at stadiums.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's crazy. They were going to, I guess in 2015.
Or really big arenas, like the biggest arenas you can do.
But you got to think in 2015, they took a dip. They weren't able to go to those big arenas.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Saw this little interesting tidbit. Some argue the original Suplex City was Kurt Angle in the Elimination Chamber in 2006. He got a release from his pod and just suplexed everybody in sight.
I believe it.
So some might argue Angle is the original Suplex City.
I wonder how the Elimination Chamber matches are ranked by greatest of all time. You know?
And you're going to see 4 different sites with so many different, like they're not going to want to have them anywhere close to the rankings.
Well, and there's so many now between the men's and the women's, you know.
Yeah. Well, how about next week? You send us since you'll be on the road next week. Why don't you hit us with your top 5 Elimination Chambers?
I will hit y'all with my top 5.
Jericho has eliminated the most people at 10. Orton is second with 8. Drew McIntyre and John Cena have both been victims of Money in the Bank cash-ins after defending their titles in the chamber. Mm. The average chamber match goes a half hour. It's 30 minutes, 12 seconds. The longest chamber was 2018 when they had the 7 people. Roman Reigns won after 40 minutes and 15 seconds inside the chamber.
Wow.
And the shortest chamber match was a shade under 15 minutes, 14:55 in 2022 when Brock Lesnar just literally beat the crap out of everybody.
In the chamber?
In the chamber.
That was 2022?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when he threw, like Austin Theory was on top. He threw him off.
Yeah.
Of Austin Theory took a beating in that chamber. Half of the chambers, 18 of the 36 chambers, have been won from the number 5 or number 6 spot. So you want to be in that pod, and you want that pod door to open last or next to last.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my fun chamber fact.
Love it. Yeah, Elimination Chamber is one of the greats. You know, it's a fun PLE. It mixes it up. There's huge stakes with it. And it really is, you know, just over the years, it's produced some of the most iconic moments. And last year was no short of that. And I think last year's chamber match, as far as I can remember, I thought that it was the one where the stakes felt the highest.
I love last year's chamber renewed my interest in the chamber. Like, to me, I just I'm going to watch it.
Yeah,
but it's mainly to see who's getting the opportunity.
The years prior, man, they had just not done the match kind of justice. And it's because, yeah, I mean, it wrecked people, I think, those early years. I mean, it's a tough structure.
It's kind of like the dunk contest in the NBA. The legends don't want to they're like, it's not worth it.
No.
I don't want to get hurt before Mania.
Yeah. But now I'm about to go home and watch a YouTube playlist of the best chamber matches. So.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, check out that tag match. Check out the women's tag match. I'm hoping that we've hit a nice groove here where I know sometimes you got to deviate from the norm. But I hope we're in this nice groove where we just expect that the chamber's going to be used to give someone an opportunity who didn't get the Rumble.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's how it needs to be. Like, it's so good when people are so desperate for a title opportunity and they miss out on it. Like, they used it so well to sell Cena last year.
Oh, totally. But this year, it's like we again, you already have Roman in the other spot. So, and again, Drew's a heel, so it's gonna be a baby face. It has to be
Give us LA Knight.
Like, it has to be a
I
face.
want LA Knight over Cody so
It has to be a face, and it kind of can't be one of your top guys because you already have that on the other side.
Just give us LA Knight, man.
And Drew, like, if you can't put Drew against like another top guy because you need to position Drew as your top guy.
Right.
So it's LA Knight. I think it's LA Knight. Yeah. This is the year in Las Vegas. I think I said it from day one.
I'm hoping it's coming true, man. I'm pulling for you. I just think they're gonna smack us in the face and give it to Cody.
Yeah, no, I just don't see it. Cody doesn't need to be in a title match. I
agree. Well, that is our brief history of all things chamber. Go check out our episode on the first chamber. We really get into the specifics of the structure. I believe that was like a year ago. I can't remember what. But we'll be on our go home show next week. I'll have a surprise co-host in the studio. So definitely check it out, and definitely keep an eye on our social media. I'm excited to see what Evan has for his top 5 chamber matches. Hit that subscribe button. We ain't going nowhere. Spandex StandUps.